5% is the internationally acceptable quality for our palm oil.
Court orders federal government to refund over $3 billion to local government areas in Nigeria. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the news at this hour on NTA International, reaching you from Abuja, Nigeria. My name is Omini Odan. President Muhammadu Buhari has felicitated with all Muslim Ummah around the world over and Nigerians on the occasion of this year's Eid al-Fitr, which marks the completion of the Ramadan fast. The president prayed that the Almighty Allah will reward adherents, sacrifices with increased blessings and a more prosperous future. He said it is his strong belief that all true followers of Islam have been rejuvenated on the true meaning and essence of life and through the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. The president admonished all patriotic Nigerians to uphold the lessons and also appreciate the numerous material and human blessings God has endowed Nigerians with a show of gratitude, respect and tolerance to one another, irrespective of religious, tribe, language and political leaning, as the administration forges ahead to make Nigeria great again. The president steadfast and prayerful in the face of daunting socio-economic challenges. He said that the country can only regain its lost glory when the citizenry uphold the virtues of good neighborliness and eschew intolerance of other people's opinion, corruption, abuse of power, disregard for due process, and disobedience to the laws of the land. Dr. Bukola Saraki urged all Nigerians across religious divide to remain steadfast, prayerful, and patriotic and refrain from using violence to express their stand on issues. In the same vein, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, has congratulated the entire Muslim Ummah across the country on the successful completion of the Ramadan fast. In a statement, his special advisor on media and publicity, Turaki Hassan, the Speaker, urged Muslims to use the period of Eid al-Fitr to pray for Nigeria to overcome its present challenges. Dogara also implored Muslims to allow the lessons of humanity, sacrifice, love and selfless service garnered during the 30 days fast to guide their lives and activities. He noted that the holy month of Ramadan afforded Muslims
executives of various security agencies, Christian Association of Nigeria, and members of the press, among others. Sultan Saad Abubakar III said the Ramadan breakfast was organized to provide a level ground for interaction and understanding of one another between adherents of different religions and ethnic affiliations. He commended resident communities in Sokoto for their dialogue approach on different issues arising through the Sultanate. The Sultan underscored the importance of such gathering in fostering unity and peaceful coexistence. He stressed the importance of amicable resolutions of issues through round-table discussions rather than conflict and confrontations. The Sultan said the purpose of creating mankind in different tribes, colors, and nations is to come together, understand their differences, and love one another. Contributions and suggestions were entertained from some community representatives during the breakfast. In Sokoto, Nebelela Dabori, NTA News.
Also in the spirit of the season, wife of the president, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, has intervened in the release of some inmates in Port Harcourt prison with the payment of their fines. Emmanuel Lele reports that some food items worth millions to Alhaji Saad Abubakar III, to the effect that the Ramadan fast continues as a result of the non-setting of the moon. The statement quotes the Minister of Interior, Lieutenant General Abdul Rahman Bello Dambazao, as urging Nigerians to use this period of sober reflection to ensure harmony, unity and peaceful coexistence, while giving full support to the Buhari administration in its effort to pursue the socio-economic and political growth of the country. The minister further wishes Nigerians a peaceful celebration. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the suicide bombing in Medina, which occurred on Monday in Islam's holiest city in Saudi Arabia.
Perspectives on all sides of the story. Experts say the issue of
national
security
energies
is
and
indeed
resources
a
must be
matter.
mobilized to promote mass.
Every day on NTA International, we take you inside Africa and the world.
NTA International News. Africa as it is.
You are watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. For more information and news updates, visit our website at www.nta.ng, or you can follow us on Twitter at NTA News Now, or you can like us on Facebook at NTA Network News. Stay connected.
Already deducted were returned to the local government. These caused the various local government councils in Nigeria to go to court to ask for the refund of their monies, particularly when the state governments were the ones that obtained the loans and not the local governments. In 2013, the court gave judgment in their favor, but no refunds have since been effected. The local governments have therefore returned to the court to seek for an enforcement of the court's order. It is in this light that Justice Adeni Ademola directed the central,
which must be reversed immediately.
Now, if emphasis is given on the issue of family training, then automatically there will be drastic reduction of corruption of the heart.
Muslims were also urged to allow the lessons gained from Ramadan to reflect in their conduct as they exude patience, patriotism, good manners, as well as peaceful and harmonious living in efforts to build a virile Nigeria. In Abuja, Gufan Shaji, NTA News.
Cross River State government has flagged off a mass deworming of school children to check the high prevalence of neglected tropical disease across the state. Omar Basi added reports that the exercise took place at Odupani local government area of the state.
The deworming exercise, which targets persons from age 5, must be eradicated. Clan head of the benefiting community, New Netum, Ntufam Raphael Ita, as well as the pupils of St. Teresa Primary School, summed up their feelings.
Well, I thank government and the chairman who have made it necessary that this is the center point of dragging up the exercise.
It's so a great thing to do, and I wish it
The flag of exercise kickstarts a month-long program of activities aimed at deworming residents across the 18 local government areas of Cross River State. From Odupani local government area, Umar Basidate, NTA News.
And on business news, Chiazalam Ekie is our guide.
Many thanks for joining us on this segment of the news. It's public holiday, a day set aside to mark the Eid al-Fitr. Despite the economic crunch, there was noticeable absence of people as the number of roads known to be very busy in the FCT was empty with few vehicular movements. NTA's attention was drawn in the course of filing this report to one group of business operators who often bring happenings.
An inspection of a guard of honor at the mausoleum of late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Counter-terrorism, energy, agriculture and tight security are the focus of the meeting. President Uhuru Kenyatta vowed to work to upgrade Israel's status in the African Union as a critical partner in the battle against terrorism, the most serious challenge facing the world today. Netanyahu's visit to East Africa began in Uganda and will take him to Rwanda and Ethiopia. In other trending news in Africa, the Cameroonian President Paul Biya has pardoned a French lawyer serving a 25-year jail term for alleged stealing of 1.5 million euros from public funds. Yaoun Eyoan was arrested in 2008, sentenced in September 2014, and has spent 8 years at a high-security prison in Yaoundé. Turning to Europe, Hungary will hold a referendum in October on whether the country will accept mandatory EU quotas for relocating migrants, as the right-wing government had opposed planned relocation of an extra 120,000 refugees across the bloc. And French Parliamentary Commission has called for the overhaul of the country's intelligence services following last year's terror attacks that killed.
Bubbling with activity following the arrival of over 50 foreign-based athletes, mostly from Europe and the United States of America, for this year's All Nigeria Athletics Championship. The two-day competition is expected to start on Thursday, and it will serve as the Olympic trials for the Nigerian representatives in Rio. It will be followed by the Confederation of African Athletics Grand Prix, scheduled for...
And on behalf of all of us here, in the spirit of the season, we wish all our Muslim brothers a blissful celebration. Thanks for watching. Ominu Dan is my name.